Hey everyone, it's Doug here. Now, normally you see me play board games on my channel, and I used to do some video games, but I'm going to be retasking a bit and doing something a little different as well as my board game playthroughs. I'm going to call it something like maybe the digital board or something like that, where I'm going to focus on a couple of things, primarily on board game adaptations to computer or video games, or games that feel like a board game that are based on the computer or primarily computer. I doubt I'll do Xbox or any one of those. But I also want to feature some really good role-playing games, because you know, if you're a board gamer, there's a good likelihood you do some role-playing as well. And even if you don't, some of the games I'm going to present are just too good to pass up, like this one. So I'm going to get this rolling and show you, get the game started, show you this really fantastic game. I've already played through it once fully. And we're going to start a brand new game, but at first I want to check on something with the options. I want to make sure that in the audio, got the dialogue volume up as high as I can, and the music volume down just a little bit. Let's see. The reason I'm doing that is because I don't want it to overtake myself or the game itself. And I do have the subtitles in place. So I'm going to accept the changes and go back. Now, again, we're going to start a new game. I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to show you how to do a character and everything like that. If you're not a gamer, this is it's probably worth a little fun watching this, because the story is just so phenomenal, along with great art and graphics. I mean, look at this. This is pretty cool. Anyway, we're going to start a new game right now, so I will get going. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a character. And I think, since I haven't done this one yet, I'm going to go and create a big giant Canary. These are a horned race of humanoids. They're very powerful fighter types. So we're going to select that as our race. Kind of had this pre-planned. And we're going to do a dual-wielding, two-handed, big warrior type. I think that'll be fun. So let's get started with that. This is going to determine, now we're just going to play on normal. I don't want to, I could play hard since I've already been through it once, but I figured I'd play on normal so we can get to the story elements a little quicker. And this is our history right here, so it shows all of our selections, and we're a Tal Vashoth mercenary. Followers is the Coon. Basically, these are highly misunderstood people. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I want to get you to the storyline. And I don't want to make these videos too long, and I don't know how many I'm going to do. I might take you through a good part of the first part of the story, at least get you through the prologue and a few other things. I don't know if I'm going to take it to the end. This is a very big, long game. But let's get going. So this is our world state. I'm not going to bother with that. So I'm going to say no. And then we're going to confirm, and we're going to do the default world state. Once again, this is a very long game, and I may have to do some edits here and there, because sometimes load screens are really long as we're getting into some large areas. And again, the reason I'm featuring this game is because it is a role-playing game, and as you see it, you'll understand it's heavily steeped in story, and there is action involved, but the story is really the key factor here, and the characters are just phenomenally fleshed out. You can build personal relationships with them. It's pretty fantastic. Now, other games I'll probably feature things more like digital adaptations of board games like Sentinels and Multiverse, things of that nature. And here we go. Now, the first thing we get to do is customize the look of our character, so it's very personal to us. You can see there's a lot of choices. I think I'm actually going to start with that one, then I'm going to customize it further from there. And you can spend a lot of time doing this. Like, let's not make him too pasty. Give him a little color, right? Yeah, like maybe like that. Now you can even change his complexion. Give him some freckles or some age spots or some markings. Kind of like that one right there. And then we can change his eye color too. Put something crazy like a bright color. Yeah, there we go. And then we can actually change the shape of his horns, which we'll definitely do. Let's see. We could even customize his face further, but I think let's do something kind of neat with their different. Don't like those ones going back too far. Let's see. Those are pretty good. Let's see, with the caps on them, or ooh, yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now we also have some other things. We can do some hair color changes. I don't think he needs white hair like an old man. Maybe something brown like that. Yeah, that looks good. And do we want to give him I think he needs a beard. At least, well, there's some stubble. I think we can give him something a little, I don't think that's good, but let's see. Ah, you like that? What do you think? Yeah, it's a healthy beard, but like goatee type beard. Yeah, let's do that. And then we got a choice of voice, so we can pick this voice.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Or we got...
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
This voice.
You leave me no choice.
I think for this big Kunari,
I just hope I can help.
I think I like this deeper voice better. So we're going to choose that.
Everything you've heard?
Let me go back.
Completely true.
Now, we can also adjust a whole bunch of things. We can make his jaw a little stronger, you know. So let's say we can change his jawline and see broaden it or lengthen it. Yeah. We can increase his jaw size, you know, all kinds of things. We can basically change just about everything, even his Adam's apple. Right, make it larger or smaller. Yeah. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time in here. We're going to get a good character. Maybe give him some scars. What do you think? Some scarring? Something that, and you can move these scars around. So if we gave him some good facial scars here, let's do something like, why don't we get one under the eye maybe? Okay, let's do this. Okay, so the intensity, that would be the how deep the scarring is. So it starts off pretty. Then we can also change the positioning and make it right under his eye there. And then we can make it higher or lower as well, so it can cut into his eye like that. That looks pretty good, right? Let's see, I think we also have some other options. Let's go back. So we can do, I'm not interested in makeup, but I think there's some, you know, there's no real reason to do this. But let me see if we can get, I don't think he has any tattoos. Let's see, we can go back there and look. Nope. That's fine. I think we got a great character to give us a good start. So let us accept the changes. And let's see, Karis is fine. We'll just go with that. He'll be Karis. And now the story begins. I'm going to try and talk very little during cutscenes and story elements.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead, except for you.
So, start to get making, it tells you here as well, but you start to get making dialogue choices. So we can choose to remain silent, we can say something. I think being a big warrior type will remain silent and see what they say.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need him, Cassandra.
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the Ford Camp, Leliana. I will take him to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
So this again gives us choices in dialogue, and these choices matter. They will impact the way people feel about you, and also the way that they will answer and respond to what you're saying.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is. And you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
So I don't really have a choice about this.
None of us has a choice. They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
So now we get to control her, we get to enact our character, and that's the breach right there. You can see it up in the sky and the amazing scenery around, and we're going to be hanging out with Cassandra here. She's going to be with us for the moment. Now if you do see it stutter a little bit, that's not the game itself, it's the recording software. It's kind of beefy, takes up some some of the resources. There's also a lot of ambient discussion, so I could literally
Open the gate. We
play-
are heading into the valley.
play through this without talking at all if I wanted to, but I do want to give you some pointers. And you can also read some of the things that are going on down here. So right now we're heading toward an objective that we have. As you can see, we're just running up this road here to the breach. That's not a good sign, is it? As you can see, the graphics are outstanding.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
So, one of the interesting things about the game is it is not, this part seems very linear, but the game itself is not. It is a huge open world with these open world areas that were bigger than some of the original versions of this game, Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. Uh-oh.
Stay behind me!
Depending on what weapon combination I took, in this case I chose to be a two-handed weapon wielder, that's what would appear here in this section, specific to my character. So, we're going to start attacking. With our big giant two-handed sword. Now I do have some special abilities as well, like this. But he ran away from it, so we're going to catch up to him and do it again. Boom! See? Did a lot of damage.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
A demon attacked me. What was I supposed to do?
You don't need to fight.
Are you saying it won't happen again?
You're right. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. I should remember you did not attempt to run.
So, you know, I can consume healing potions if I'm damaged, but I'm not.
Potions. Maker knows what we will face.
So,
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
I can spot things that are loose on the ground, things I can pick up. In this case, it's a Canary helmet. So we're going to go here. This is our inventory. We're going to go to our armor, and you can see that there is a helmet there for him. All it does is put some war paint on him because they don't actually wear helmets, but you get the idea. So there's also some, I thought, some potions. Oh, she gave them to me. Okay, so we can just keep on moving. And you can see we're going through this. This part, again, is very linear, but the rest of the game is not like this. This is just getting you into the game. There's some, creatures. Just telling me about my abilities.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
my other ability to taunt them. You can see we're able to kill them pretty easily. Now if I check, they'll see if they dropped any loot. They did not, but there might be some other loot down in here. And there is. See, there's something over there. Yeah. Oh, there's some other critters up there. There's one that has a range attack. You gotta be careful of him.
It attacks from a distance.
If we can kill this one quickly, we won't take too much damage from that one up there.
One down.
I don't know if you noticed it, but it deflected off of her shield when it shot at her. So you're facing, and that does matter in combat. Okay. There's some loot that I could pick up that I'm not getting, but it's okay.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
Let's go up here and get these ones. Now that one's hitting me, so we gotta be a little careful. See, we get a big mighty attack there. That gives me a little bit of extra protection. One more down to go, huh? I think there's some loot up here we can get a hold of. Let's just check it out and see. Yeah. Now remember, we're trying to get up to the rift, and you see there's creatures and stuff falling from the sky where it's at, so.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
There's the bridge that collapsed on us. Oh yeah, there's a big fight going on up here, right? I had to take one of those healing potions.
Quickly! Before more come through! What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I closed that thing?
How? Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
So again, we get choices on what we want to ask.
It's good to meet you, Varric.
You may reconsider that stance in time.
Oh, I'm sure we'll become great friends in the valley, Chuckles.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Guess I should thank him, right?
Then I owe you my thanks.
Thank me if we manage to close the breach without killing you in the process. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
I have to follow them to the forward camp, but I
This
thought
way,
I'd
down the bank.
check
The
for
road
some
ahead
loot
is
first.
blocked.
We must move quickly.
Ooh, let's see if this now. Nice thing about getting weapons is you can upgrade. So as you can see, this Raider Greatsword does 68 damage and it has armor penetration. But let's take a look at this new one we just got. Two-handed, we got this Barbarian Axe, which actually does more and creates a bleeding effect when it hits. So we're going to equip that instead. And now we have a big giant axe equipped. Pretty cool looking one too, I might add. Now, we also get to control our party, which is what it's going to teach us to do here. Frankly, when you're playing normal mode, you don't need to use it that often, but you will use it from time to time. So if we hit control, see everything's frozen. And now I can click on people and direct them. For example, I can direct Solus to put up a barrier on everybody here. And that will help. And then I can click on myself and just wait, and then, well, let's head her down to take these things on, and he'll shoot at the ranged guys. And that's it. So now, look, see now we got a barrier on ourselves. And yes, you can go to the tactical camera as well, which allows you to scroll around and look around, but we don't need that right now. We're just going to turn off and go kill some monsters. I taunted the creatures so they would come attack me. Now we're starting off with not very many abilities, but we will get more. Okay, well there's a burning building over here. We should check it out. As you can see, the graphics are really good. It's a really nice game. Well done. I think there's some treasure over here if I recall from my first playthrough. So there's something over here, yeah. So we can open that up and get some stuff out of it. Some things to sell. Head out the back. Now you also can craft things and create herbs and gather resources to make things. Useful items. It's very important to do that during the game. I could go up there and investigate the canyon some more as well, but we're just going to continue on. I want to get you through the prologue, and by the way, the game hasn't officially started yet. This is just setting it up for you. So on we go.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Notice that Solus, the wizard, put that shield on us anyway, even though I didn't command him to. So they do have their own abilities that they will trigger. See, this enemy put up a shield of his own, too.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
There's the breach.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
They keep coming! Help us!
What they really need me to do is seal this rift. I'll show you how we do that.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Now, not all of these are so easy to handle. This is just the beginning again.
Open the gate!
Right away,
Now, we leveled up, so we get to go to here and see that we actually get some new abilities. Now, I am currently two-handed, so we're going to get some new ability. Now, we already have this one. I don't need this because I know how to do it. Okay, thank you. So we have this one already, it's Mighty Blow, but this one, Block and Slash, we can actually do that as well. And I think that's what we're going to pick for our next ability, so we're just going to apply that. And it's already loaded. Now, I could change these around, but that one's already loaded for us, so that's good. And I don't know that, so if we go back, we can check to see if anybody else leveled. They didn't, so just us. So we can continue on.
Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
There's a treasure chest here. Well, there's a staff. So, you know, not only can you equip things for yourself, but you can also equip things for your other party members. So if I go to Solus and I look at his staff, he's got something that does 28 damage of a certain type, and we can go here and say, oh, let's look at this other staff. So this one is 29, so it does a little better, but this one gives you additional barrier damage bonus. Anyway, let's switch it out and just show you that you can do that.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Yeah, he's not going to stand for that.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
So this is a real choice. We get to choose in a different direction which we go. So I think I'm gonna... We could charge with the soldiers, but we'd rather get there safely. So we'll take the mountain
Use the
path.
mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Not a very hospitable place. Guess we gotta get to climbing.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Trying to see where the gate was that we came down. The path we came down is right there. See it down there? Yep, pretty cool. Okay, we're at the top now, so we're gonna go inside, but I'm gonna wait and make sure everybody catches up. There's the big rift. Okay, let's head on in. Monsters already, okay. Still have these creatures here to fight. They're pretty weak though. Okay, we got them. Doesn't look at all safe, does it? Ooh. Very dark. Yeah, going through mountain caves. Gotta be a good decision, right? Lots of stuff. Cool. Look at the little details that they have in here. It's very, very well done. Ooh, some new items. So, I think one of the things we definitely want to do if there's a new shield is check to see if she's got this shield that's 5. But we got this griffin shield that's 6. I think we'll give her that one. It's a little better. And it's cool looking. So, okay. Let's continue on. Always want to make sure you collect as much stuff as possible. This is definitely a game of collecting and creating and crafting as well as the story and the fighting. It's just an all-encompassing game. Very well done. I'll stop saying that, but it is true. There's some more creatures to fight. So I don't mind if they're attacking me since I have armor and shield up and a magical shield. That was my other ability where I got to block and counter. These creatures again are not very tough. They're just to get us going in the game. Again, all of these things are we can do stuff with later on. Sell it, make things with it, craft additional items that can be fitted to our weapons, things like that.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to our Kunari friend here.
Notice he actually referred to me by my race, and so that means they had to record all of these lines based on the choices you made. It's pretty impressive. Oh, another rift.
Lieutenant, you're alive.
Just barely.
found the rest of the troops there. Up. More baddies, but we're going to disrupt this rift first because it stuns the monsters that come out of it. Hopefully, there we go. Now we can close this.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes. Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
We're heading ever closer to the big rift. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That hurt.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
You notice there's ambient conversation happening with my allies. They will talk to each other. They will.
Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Scout hat, huh? Well, that might be good for Varric. Varric is the dwarf that's with us. Him. Yeah, he's got no hat on, so we might as well give it to him, right? It's a saw. Yep, there we go. Okay. You know, I think, hold on, I think that I have it so helmets are not shown. Let's fix that. I don't know if it says there or not. It's in one of these. There we go. We're going to uncheck that, so that people's helmets are showing. That way, see, there's my face paint from the one I put on, and then Varric's wearing his. Cool. Okay. Continue on.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Clearly Varric found a way down.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the canary.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Here we go. A big encounter. Holy moly. Forgot about this part, what we have to do. I think right now we just need to kill it.
We must strip its defenses, wear it down.
Of course it's hitting me. Wow, we're barely hurting this thing.
Quickly, disrupt the rift.
Okay, we can disrupt the rift.
The demon is vulnerable. Now.
Go, go, go. Wow, I'm getting hurt. We're hurting it too, though.
More coming through the rift.
Uh-oh. Now you can see that my allies can get hurt as well. Trying to get out of here. This is not doing well. Oh no. One of our guys went down and I'm hurt. So we're going to have to go get her back up. Okay, we're going to get her back on our feet. She can help. There we go. Gosh. Okay, now we can get him. Got to bring up Liliana now too. There we go. Guess that ability doesn't work, huh? These two guys are gonna get me, huh? Let's hope we get it. Uh-oh, Liliana's down again, huh? Think we're gonna get it? What do you think? Close? If we defeat our enemy, our allies will come back. Oh man, I went down too. So what happens when I go down? Well, we got him. Of course I need to get up, don't I? So we're gonna have him come over and help me up, so that I can now do that and seal the rift. There we go. So you can see even on normal mode you can take a bit of a beating.
I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Just stuff laying. She dropped that stuff when she was coming in. Now there's some special equipment here that I got for pre-ordering, which is cool, heavy armor, and we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Why the heck not? So I got this great sword of the dragon, pretty awesome, and then we'll go back. Could do the maul too, but no, let's do the great sword for now. And then I want to put the armor on, and the armor of the dragon. Where's the heavy armor of the dragon? There we go. That's what it looks like right there. Pretty nice, huh? Okay. We're going to head out. Oh, everybody's standing around. Okay.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard he was supposed to close it entirely.
That was about me.
Still a lot of rifts left all over.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Looks like we gotta see, this is shows me where I need to go.
He should be taken to Valroy. Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
"5 minutes ago you wanted me dead, and now I'm your savior?"
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Again, try not to interrupt too much during the story. This first part of the game has a lot of story in it. So, I'm going to get you through this first opening act. that is where the game officially starts. So that was just the introduction. So welcome to Dragon Age Inquisition. As you can see, we're standing in the bushes for some reason. I'm not sure why. Anyway, we can wander around here. That's the gates right there. Now we have the ability to go where we want at this point in Haven. You see we have a quest to report back there, but we don't have to do that immediately. However, this is where we're going to stop, and we're going to save the game. So guys, I'll see you on the next visit of this. I'm not sure how often I'll be recording this, or I'm going to make the next video shorter. But I also got my gameplay, board game gameplays to get through, and some other digital board games I'd like to get to recording on. So again, thanks, and let's see what happens in the next episode.